The cold cuts are pre-cut. Who the fuck buys pre-cut cold cuts?
Yeah.
First of all, that's horrifying. That's weird. And then they cut them like so thick, like these thick slabs of like turkey. It's like, who wants to eat it like that?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to A Conversation with Colin. I'm Greg, and this is my roommate, Colin. Now, sometimes Colin says crazy stuff. So every Tuesday and Thursday, I reach into my random topic pile, pull one out, read it aloud, Colin and I talk about it. You have a great time on the other side of the screen. If you like the idea of this show, like the video, subscribe to us on YouTube, share us with your friends. Colin, are you ready?
Yes.
Topic of conversation is the sandwich, the best food of all time, ? This was submitted by Daximunlove. Mm-hmm. Weird names. Mm-hmm. Is the sandwich the best food of all time?
No, I mean, it depends on how you define the sandwich, because I think the sandwich obviously is two pieces of bread with meat in between it. And so if you were to count the cheeseburger as a sandwich,
you don't count. That's the cheeseburger.
Then the cheeseburger is the best food of all time. So the answer is no.
The cheeseburger is the best food of all time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it's pizza. Clearly is the answer.
Oh, pizza's up there.
Yeah. Because it's so many different things too. That's the other thing you got to go with.
Well, cheeseburgers can be so many different things.
Not really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got different toppings. You got my cousin Carl used to come over to our house on Long Island. Let me tell you a story.
I'm ready to go on a journey.
Back on Long Island, this place I'm from, we would have barbecues because people like to be outside on Long Island.
Sure, it's beautiful.
And
you're out there, you hear the ferries going by.
The ferry, you got
talk
the
about
water,
the expressway.
the
You got the Long Island
yeah, the Long
Expressway.
Island Expressway. You can talk about how.
Hey,
how
you got the
expensive
Baba
it is.
Ganoush.
Yeah, that's how we talk.
Yeah.
So my cousin Carl would come over and he would make these great cheeseburgers that were like all spiced and stuff. So they were like meatballs basically.
Okay.
And you would make patties. You would just douse them with American cheese, put them on. So that's like one kind of cheeseburger. Almost like you can have like almost a meatloaf, like a thick cheeseburger. You can have just a standard patty. And then you have the toppings. You can have mushrooms and sauteed onions. You can have lettuce and tomato. You can have avocado.
Yeah.
Different kinds of cheeses. You can put mayo on it. You can put ketchup on it.
Sure.
You can never put mustard on a cheeseburger ever.
That's bullshit. Like douse it in, for me, the perfect cheeseburger is I like Burger Joint here in San Francisco. I know what I'm getting into. That, I always talk about how I have to be in a mood for a burger. I'm not just ready. I'm not one of these guys who just orders burgers from everywhere. But I like the Burger Joint because I know what I'm getting every time. I feel like it's a good standard burger. But then what I do is I take I ask for extra pickles, no onions. Put pickles on one side, ketchup and mustard doused on one side, patty on the other, and then you put the pickles back over here, ketchup and mustard, and you put it all together. Maybe a little bit of lettuce. I don't put all the lettuce on there that they do. It's tomato. I like the tomato too.
Yeah, I mean the perfect cheeseburger for me at a place like that is just the American cheese, mayonnaise, ketchup, and onion.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah.
A good Bermuda onion, man, goes a long way on a cheeseburger. You got that kick on the cheeseburger. I'm gonna give a shout out real quick to a great cheeseburger place in San Francisco called Bull's Head that you and I have been to before. Portillo, don't even.
He's giving a shout out for it.
And Bull's Head is at Yoloa and West Portal in San Francisco, right off the L line maybe.
Yeah, there's like a muni terminal there. There's so much Porty.
And Portillo.
I'm linking to the Portillo conversation right now.
And so that's a great place if you guys want a great cheeseburger in San Francisco. But otherwise, yeah, the sandwich is good. But see, the thing about sandwiches in San Francisco is that they're not very good. And so we have to have it's the same thing with bagels and pizza. We've had these conversations already.
Exactly. You've mentioned before in New York, you go to any deli, right? And there's the deli on the corner, and they all make great sandwiches. There's standouts, right? Like Ike's. Ike's makes a really good sandwich. Like that's their whole thing. They put the mozzarella sticks in there. I mean, it's a crazy sandwich.
Yeah. It's not the sandwich that I kind of grew up knowing and loving. If people like that kind of sandwich, it's good. Darby Dan's is really good out in South City. We have Jimmy John's now, which is pretty good up there on Market. But to me, a sandwich has to have a very specific thing. It has to have boar's head meat on it.
Okay.
Boar's head meat is very rare here for some reason. And the thing that really bothers me when I go to Safeway, for instance, and try to get cold cuts is that the cold cuts are pre-cut. Who the fuck buys pre-cut cold cuts? Yeah. First of all, that's horrifying. That's weird. And then they cut them like so thick, like these thick slabs of like turkey. It's like, who wants to eat it like that?
Now, I totally. I mean, I grew up on, I think, like whatever. I don't remember ever going to a deli and having it be like a big deal if it was sliced or not sliced. I don't remember that kind of stuff. So I'm not horrified by that. I understand wanting it thin. The fact that they do the dinner roast at Safeway, turkey, whether they cut thick, it's right off the breast of the turkey. That I like.
Okay.
And then outside of that, I can go either way. Andronico's. You should go to Andronico's get your meat there. And I know it's $1 million.
So I can pay like $17 for a pound of turkey.
Here we go. Yes, it's expensive, but they cut it in front of you. You're getting the service.
Well, Safeway, I make them cut it.
Okay.
And sometimes I'm like, can I get a pound of Yellow American? And they go to reach for the gross inch thick slabs of Yellow American. I'm like, no. No, sorry.
They're like, oh, it's this guy. I've heard about this guy.
And one new guy, because I deal with the same, and they know, like, I think, because I'm sure not the only person from the East or from a place where we get cold cuts that are good, to be like, we don't want cold cuts that have been sitting in this thing that are cut disgustingly thick. We don't want that.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm the only person that does that. But not too long ago, one new guy was like, that I've never seen before. He's like, oh, this is the only way we do it. I'm like, no, I don't think so. And he's like, oh, I'm like, I'll talk to your manager. You can cut the cheese, and he cut the cheese.
Did he giggle at the cut the cheese line?
Yeah.
Of course. It's like, all right, you're pretty cool.
And then I go to Luca up there at 20th.
Yeah.
And they have boar's head there, and I get pepper turkey because boar's head pepper turkey with that orange hue, man, that's the best. You put that on a sandwich, lettuce, lots of mayonnaise, thinly sliced onion, just one thinly sliced piece of onion, American cheese on, let's say, I don't know. I can go for like just toasted white bread. Yeah. I can go for Dutch crunch. I mean, it really depends on the
I don't like
the
bread. The Dutch crunch is this new phenomenon, which I enjoy, but sometimes way too hard. You get that like, you feel like your teeth are pulling out. I'm like, I don't want this.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, ideally, you would get it, straight out. Even a Kaiser roll. That seems to be a rarity out here. Like
You're right, and that is a damn shame.
Or an onion roll is another good thing to do. So is the sandwich a fine food, Greg? Yes, the sandwich is one of the great foods. Does it affect me because I have celiac disease and I'm not supposed to eat bread? Yes. Do I ignore the fact that I have celiac disease? Every day.
Like a pro.
Am I going to regret it? Almost definitely. And that's the end of that story. Yeah.
All right, cool. So Daximunlove, no, sandwich not the greatest food, but it is a fine food. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? What's your favorite food? Let us know in the comments below. Then also suggest future topics of conversation. Until then, like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, please, because we are ready to sell out as soon as possible. I tell you what. Colin, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a conversational day.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. I like Olive Garden.